This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos, on here with a new video for you guys to enjoy. Now, the story I want to talk about is going to be an interesting story, and it goes along with the Sacramento shooting that happened last weekend. And I just did a video about the Sacramento shooting, so you can check that spill out. So we're going to talk about this young man right here, Ricardo Ignacio. And he's a guy that I've actually never heard of up until this point. And basically, he's a local artist from, I guess he's from Sacramento. I don't know if he's from the Bay or from the Sacramento area. I'm not sure where he's from. I'm assuming he's from Sacramento. I think it's safe to say. But he looks like he's an indigenous Chicano artist. He's an author, and he makes music. Kind of like me, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows a lot of the indigenous circles that I know. You know what I mean? I looked at his page, and we had a couple of friends in common, so, there is probably some people that know about him. I, unfortunately, had never heard about him until this. But basically, a rumor was going around that he died in the shooting in downtown Sacramento last Sunday night that killed 6 people. He was listed by many people as one of the deceased. And he claims that he knew nothing about it. He wasn't in the area. I seen a live that he did, and he claims he didn't know nothing about it. Now, let's go back. I'm kind of going ahead of myself. Let's go back to how I first heard about him, actually. A well-known Sacramento YouTuber, I'm not going to say no names, mentioned him as one of the dead on Sunday night. So I looked him up. I was curious to see who he was. I looked him up, and I was like, we have a couple friends in common, but I don't recognize Vato, you feel me? And I seen on his post, a bunch of people were putting R.I.P., R.I.P., R.I.P. And I was like, oh, wow, maybe he did get killed. I didn't know, you know what I mean? And I asked a couple of my friends on IG if they knew him or if they ever heard of him, that he supposedly died in the shooting. Then come to find out, when they released the names of the victims, I seen that his name wasn't on there. And I decided to go on his page one more time, and he had a live on there. And the live was eye-opening. You know what I mean? It was really eye-opening. And I shared it with a couple of my friends and got their info on it. And basically, the live said it, he said he's alive, that he doesn't know who made these rumor ups that he got killed in downtown Sacramento. He claims that he wasn't even in that area that night, that he was home sleeping. He says that day he had made a music video, because I guess he's a rapper or a musician of some sort. I'm assuming a rapper. And then he made a music video, and that that's what he did all day. And he was tired, he went home, he fell asleep. And then the next day, he was dead, basically. So he's basically a zombie. He was dead 24 hours. You know what I mean? So this man got killed in Sacramento and came back to life, like Jesus. But no, all jokes aside, you know what I mean? The trickiest thing he said is that he said a lot of people were putting out info that he died. And that he says that he's seen a lot of posts of people that he had no idea who they were. They were posting, oh, this was my homie. This was my best friend. You know what I mean? We used to kick it together, like all these lies. And to me, that is eye-opening. It just goes to show you how fake the internet can be. It's scary, quite. Really, if you think about it, it's scary. You know what I mean? It shows that the internet could be fake. There's fake love out there. You know what I mean? The internet could kill you. Literally sometimes, but it could kill you without even killing you. Like homeboy, he was dead before he even knew it. Now he says that he woke up the next morning and he had a bunch of he seen that his page just blew up. That there was just message after message, tag after tag. His family was trying to get at him to see if he was all right, and he confirmed to his family that he was all right. And I'm sure he was shocked when he found out that people were saying he was dead. Now, how this started, I have no clue how it started, that he died. You know what I mean? Maybe it was a mistaken identity. Maybe someone thought they seen him. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm not even going to speculate because I don't know. But what I do know, like I said, this is a scary situation. You know what I mean? Because people could make up stuff about you. People could throw your name out there falsely. You know what I mean? And people are going to buy it and believe it. And that's the internet net age that we live in. You know? And I was just fascinated by Homeboy's story. Even Black Lives Matter Sacramento, and here's the proof, had him on there as one of the victims. Look, they got some of the victims, and they got him on there. So even Black Lives Matter, there was a Sacramento, like I said, there was a well-known Sacramento YouTuber that mentioned them as well. I'm not going to say no names. And, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, he was on the news on Fox 40 News to set the record straight. So I'm going to leave a link to all that. I'm going to leave a link to his page. Give him a follow. Give him a like. You know, let's support this vato. You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's messed up. That's crazy. Let's find out who he is. I'm going to find out who he is. And, hey, homeboy, if you're watching this video, reach out to me, bro. I'm a well-known Chicano YouTuber, and I do a lot of work with Raza in the community. So if you want to come on my channel at all and do a live or do an interview about your situation, don't be afraid to hit me up. Feel free to reach out to me, bro. I'll be more than glad to have you on. That's only if you want it. If not, then it's all good. But I'm putting your story out there because you're a public figure. You're a public figure, and you are an artist, and you were on the news. So the story's out there. So I'm giving my 2 cents about it. I'm not following no clout like you said on your videos that people are chasing clout. None of that. I just thought it was an amazing story that people could make up a story that you got killed, that you're dead. You know, and I imagine like if someone made up a story about me that I got killed, and they put all these Oakland Latinos United is dead everywhere, and I'm right here sitting well alive in my room with my fat ass. But yeah, man, let's support this brother, man. Check out his page. I'm gonna leave a link to his page and the link to the story. It's on Fox News 40, and yeah, man, Ricardo Ignacio, man, the man who died 24 hours and came back to life. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of when, back in like 89, 90, I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember this, when there was a rumor that Too Short got killed. And Too Short made a song about it, you know what I mean? There was rumors speculating that he had gotten killed in a drug deal or something. And, yeah, it's kind of similar. But, you know, in 1990, there was no internet. So that was a different story, but it was similar, but a different time. But yeah, man, so, yeah, that's the story about Ricardo Ignacio, the man who supposedly died in the Sacramento shooting. And, you know, let's reflect on it, that these are the actual victims of the shooting right here. You know what I mean? Melinda Davis, Sergio Harris, Yamila Martinez Andrade, Devazia Turner, John Nactaya, Alexander, Joshua Hoya Lucchesi. Those are the actual victims that died. And, you know, I noticed that Homeboy said that he's getting a lot of notoriety from this, like his books. He said it looks like he wrote Los Sin Dios and A Life of Sin. He wrote 2 books. He has rap music out there, or some kind of music out there, and he's getting notoriety from this. But he says that he's sick. He's like, there's a bad feeling in him that he's getting notoriety from a tragic event like this. Which I can agree with. I can feel where he's coming from. But anyway, that's something to reflect on. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. And if the homie Ricardo Ignacio is watching, reach out to me, bro. You could catch me on IG, Oakland Latinos Unidos. All right, y'all. Private message me if you want to. Let me know. All right, then. Everybody out there, be safe. Like.